In this edition of UTA Spotlight, we take a blast to the past and visit old technology.
And we dribble our way to the White House and see what the First Lady had to say about the NCAA tournament.
And we will look into an interactive way to get your makeup skills up. UTA Spotlight starts now.
Welcome to UTA Spotlight, where we tell you what's going on at UT Arlington. I'm Jonathan Davis.
And I'm Ron Everett. Thank you for joining us. Let's head over to Special Collections at Central Library to take a look back at technology from previous decades. I was there to get a closer look. As you take the elevator up to the 6th floor of the Central Library, you'll find the Data Through the Decades exhibit at the UTA Special Collections. The exhibit explores different types of media throughout the decades, starting in the 1930s, moving forward to the 2000s. Various departments across the university contributed items to the exhibit.
I selected objects for the exhibit from our collections. So we have beta tapes from the Department of Communications and VHS from our athletics collection, and we have some cassette tapes from our labor archives.
For those in attendance, the exhibit brought back a flood of memories.
I just remember a very vivid memory of getting either a cassette tape or one of these other VHS tapes and being a bad kid and getting a pencil and unwinding it.
For others, the exhibit was special in another way.
It's my first exhibit that I worked on, so it was an interesting experience. And I think it's interesting to see that the domain that I'm working on is, so rapidly evolving. Media that we use today would be obsolete in another 5 years because everything is transitioning onto the cloud.
UTA Special Collections is open Tuesday through Thursday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The Data Through the Decades exhibit is expected to run until April 15th, so be sure to stop by and check it out. I remember watching Disney movies on VHS back in 2004. This definitely brings back memories for me.
Reach for new goals with UTA's Climbing Mavericks. Rock climbing is growing as a sport, and for good reason. Climbing gets your heart pumping as it involves a lot of pulling, pushing, and lifting. The UTA Climbing Mavericks are self-described as close-knit community of people of all backgrounds who help each other reach new heights. Treasurer of the Climbing Mavericks, Justine Balcone-Lamica, says climbing is more than just a back workout.
Basically, I like to think of it as the whole body being used, because as you MMA, you have to be able to adjust your body in positions that, in essence, it's mostly the whole body. I like to think of it as when you go rock climbing, we do a whole body workout, because your arms feel it, your legs feel it, and it's all over.
The Climbing Mavericks practice every Tuesday and Friday night. For more news, email climbingmavs@gmail.com.
When we come back, we'll take a look at how the Dallas Stars are looking this season.
And we will discuss how your makeup skills can perk up this summer.
You've done the hard part. You quit smoking. Now do the easy part and get scanned for lung cancer. If you smoked, you may still be at risk, but early detection could save your life. Talk to your doctor and learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Hey Mavericks, let's talk sports. The Stars faced against the Nashville Predators in divisional showdown on April 3rd in front of 18,000 fans. Reporter Joshua Tipton was there at American Airlines to cover the action.
It was a manic Monday evening in D-Town. The Stars, after going 3-3 over the last 2 weeks, were looking to snag some positive momentum for the final 6 games of the regular season.
We got off to a great start, so everyone kind of assumed we were going to be a playoff team. But, if you rewind to the beginning of the season, there weren't a lot of people you know, a lot of people were picking us as a bubble team.
On face value, it was business as usual for the Dallas Stars, but tonight there was a lot on the line. If the Stars could win tonight, they would officially clinch a spot in the Stanley Cup playoffs. It turned out to be a performance strong enough to put the entire Western Conference on notice. The Stars scored 5 goals from 5 different players, including Jason Robertson, who snagged his 100th point of the season. He is the first Star to accomplish that feat since the franchise relocated from Minnesota in 1993.
I don't know. He's got 0 on me this year, so. No, we talk about, when I played against him, I had a nice save on him to win a game for Arizona, and then he had a couple points, the game before when they beat us. So, but no, he can do it 100 different ways, and I think that's, a testament to him. He's not, 100 goal scorer, but he's got, pretty even points and assists, 43 and obviously 47 or whatever the actual number is now after tonight.
I've had some tough stretches this year. I think everyone in this room has had, but everyone's had each other's backs and was able to pull the weight and got us in a position to where we can try to get that first seed.
The Stars improved to a 42-21-14 record ahead of matchup Thursdays against the Philadelphia Flyers. With a playoff spot locked up, their focus now shifts to winning the Central Division. That's all we have for sports this week. Back to you.
First Lady Jill Biden is receiving backlash after suggesting both teams that played in the NCAA Women's Basketball National Championship game could celebrate at the White House. The First Lady's press secretary, Vanessa Valdeva, tweeted that Biden only wanted to applaud the historic game and all women athletes. On Sunday, the LSU Tigers defeated the Iowa Hawkeyes 102-85 to win their first national championship title in program history. Traditionally, national champions celebrate with a visit to the White House. While speaking at an event Monday, Biden said she was going to tell the president that Iowa should come too because they played a good game. The tournament's MVP and LSU forward Angel Reese called the suggestion a joke. She tweeted that they wouldn't be going to the White House at all. After LSU's victory, head coach Kim Mulkey said she would go if the team was invited.
Summer is just around the corner, which means some college students may be wondering on what they can do in the DFW Metroplex that is unique, fun, but still budget-friendly. UTA reporter Leah Salinas has you.
There is a DIY cosmetics store located in Uptown Dallas that is perfect if you are looking for something to do this summer. This store allows young girls and women to create their own lipsticks and lip glosses that best suits them for any occasion.
I love that it's custom to you. You get to create it from scratch. You literally get to choose every single drop of pigment that's going to go into your product. You also get to label it at the end. You can put your name on it so that it's official and custom to only you.
The NYX Blend Bar is located here in Dallas off of McKinney Avenue. It is perfect for making lipsticks, lip glosses for any occasion, whether that's a wedding, anniversary, bachelorette, a sweet 16, or just hanging out with your girlfriends on the weekend. The NYX Blend Bar offers different package deals to choose from, depending on how many products you would like to create. The time frame on creating a product varies. If one product is to be made, it can take about 45 minutes to an hour-long session. This cosmetic store seems to have a huge impact on the women in the workforce.
For being my first time, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed mixing the colors and coming down with my own color that I could use every day for work.
This is the only cosmetic store of its kind located in Dallas, Texas. If you are interested in getting this unique experience, you can choose your package and reserve your spot on their website at www.nyxblendbar.com. This is Leah Salinas with UTA News.
This cosmetic store is definitely a game changer in the makeup world and something to look forward to if you are needing something fun to do this summer.
That's all we have for today for this edition of UTA Spotlight.
To stay up to date with us, please follow us on Facebook and Twitter at UTA News. I'm Jonathan Davis.
And I'm Ron Everett. Thank you so much for joining us. See you next time.